I love this next set. I'm gonna be doing like a lot of ordering when I get off the air because I forgot to order today's special value from Sport Savvy, and I need to get those. And then I'm ordering this again. It's a whole hour of PJs on clearance, but we are going so above and beyond just PJs. So there's a ton of things in the show that are just basically loungewear. Splendid is a really, really well-known brand. If you've ever seen, can we show this? Splendid's cursive logo. One of my first designer, like true high-end designer t-shirts was Splendid. They make amazing tees, amazing tank tops, and they're, you know, amazingly top dollar priced. So this is a lounge set from them. And it's done in kind of like a waffle thermal knit. The top has this cute little subtle puff sleeve and kind of like a Henley button. Has a banded bottom. So it's gonna sit right on your waist like with a cute little billow. And then the pull-on elastic waistband drawstring joggers. Here are your choices in this because you're getting the whole set from Splendid for $36. I'm like hardcore hooking up at least 2 sets of these. They're normally with tax and shipping closer to 60 bucks. Pink is called pink floral because the jogger bottoms are pink floral. Then we move on. This is our gray. It's called actually blue stripe, but in the blue stripe with the bottoms, cute, right? The top is done in gray. Now let's talk about this. Tonal, gorgeous, taupe, heather. Fewer than 900 to go around. Also just want to say, it's just the top that's done in that kind of waffle knit, not the bottom. The bottom is just a smooth jersey. Okay, am I getting black when I get off the air? Yes, I am. There's the black. It's called Solid Anthracite. It's the most popular. And then am I getting this? The Navy Multi Leo? Because it's like a pink and brown, like abstract leopard. 600 remaining. I mean, I can't believe the price on these, but so cute when you see it on. This to me can be a lot of different things. I mean, first and foremost, I just think it is darling and you will 1000% lounge and sleep in it. But that top with a cute pair of like flare bottom jeans, half tucked, that top under a cute little blazer. This whole outfit could be your base layer if you're going somewhere fun. I was talking to someone today and her family owns a house in like the northern part of Canada, Mount Tremblant, and she's like, we're gonna ride snowmobiles and snowshoe, and it's gonna be snowy, and the theme is snow. And I was like, oh, that sounds so fun, because that's totally my jam. So like, you know, when you pack for a trip like that, knowing that you're gonna be in full snow regalia, you're usually putting on a base layer like this and then putting on clothes on top of it. So you could even use it for that. But I think it's just adorable. And I think it's the little details that when you see a brand like Splendid, you 1000% expect. Now, here's just my call out to you, okay? Because the clearance price means nothing in this show comes back. None of it comes back. 400 sets gone already. 2 things. 1, Splendid is a designer brand. So I wouldn't order true to size. I would size up. Designer brands have a designer fit, and trust me, Splendid does. So if you look at their size chart, this is, if I'm you, where I would be. Now I could probably fit into a small, a 4-6, but I'm gonna be ordering a medium because I like my lounge and my PJs to have some forgiveness, some bagginess. Yes, we have free exchanges. Yes, we have a return policy up until the last day of January. But absolutely so darling. And I think this whole show, since, I don't know, my producer and I were talking earlier, and you know, like we're oh, you guys, I've got to tell you this cool thing that my producer does. But I feel like a lot of us, since Christmas is 6 days away, we're kind of tapped out, right? Like we've already shopped, we've already wrapped, we're ready. We're ready for the main event. We're tired, but we're ready for the main event. And so I do think a show like this is an awesome opportunity, kind of like how I'm using it when I get off the air, to like self-purchase, right? Like you've been going for everyone else with 500 sets ordered now and a whole hour. that is all radical markdown and marked down to move. You like use this as an opportunity to replenish a lot of your lounge and PJ stuff. Because I do think if you're like me, that's the wardrobe that gets the most wear and tear. Because, you know, the fancy clothes and the work clothes and even the date night clothes, those things, you know, they're not in the rotation nearly as often as stuff like this. And so it gets beat down, worn down, faded, and kind of like, you know, altogether old very quickly, especially coming off of 2.5 years like we have. So down here, this is our navy leopard. Navy leopard. It's the bottoms that have the print. This is our pink floral. Pink floral. Black, I'm totally getting. Oh, or not, because it's last call. Great. Black is last call. This is heathered taupe. 600 remain in heathered taupe. This is our blue stripe. 700 remain. The blue stripe has just that blue stripe on the bottom, like a color block feature on the joggers. And then this top, listen, backstory. You'd be lucky to get a Splendid top, a Splendid, this brand top, for $36. That just does not happen. So amazing that you can get like a whole set. Also amazing, but not totally related to what we're doing right now, which is presenting these lounge, this cute lounge set. You gotta hear, Frank, can I tell everybody your story? Okay. So my producer, Frank, he's married, he has kids, married 27 years, like the quintessential white picket fence kind of family Christmas, right? So listen to this cool tradition that his family does. Every Christmas since his kids were born, he and his wife, Jen, they get a real Christmas tree. They cut it down themselves. And of course, when you get a real Christmas tree, you realize that if you're cutting it down in particular, you have to lop off like the stub end of the trunk because, you know, you need to prep it to go right into the water and suck it up. So they have, what do you call that? Like, what are we calling this part, Frank? The stem, the stump, whatever. They have stumps from every Christmas tree since their kids were born that they cut off, and then they wrote the year and then something they wanted to remember about that Christmas, and they have all of those stumps in a basket that they keep fireside, and they all like reflect back on it at Christmas every year. Is that like the coolest? So that's my producer, Frank. I'm gonna say this is a year